All right, testing. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? I feel like, Los Chicadios. I feel like, it's different. I think I got some good sleep today, finally. Is that weird? Oh my god. Yeah, what's up, Juggo? What's up, Gexy? I see Fohawk and Sasori. What's up, boys? Let's start out with the 1, the 2, and a big fat 3. You can't see me. Woo. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Do-do-do-doom. Do-do-do-doom-dum. I don't want to hear that right now. I slept. I think I slept well. I feel like my entire body's like, oh, you needed it so. Also, doing yard work in the middle of the afternoon, bad idea. It was hot. It was so damn hot, bro. If I gave it to anyone, it would be SoulSaint. Wait, what? Give me what? Your love and affection? He's a go. Agree completely. He's the free to play goat. Yeah. I'm free to play. Yeah. I like that. Ooh, that's tempting. That's tempting too. Well, maybe not so much nowadays with this one, but is that worth going for? Does Nishak need crit damage? No, but the whole point about stars is like you get one step closer to finishing them off, right? That's literally the main point. So it'd be more so for like a completionist effort. Let's see. Let's take a look at where we're at. That's what you do. You choose to love. This song's such a banger, dude. All right, let me see here. What do I want to max out next? Now that I got Marius 6-star. Marius 6-star kind of was like the cream of the crop for me. Hegemon. Okay. There's Hegemon, Rhodos, Harima. Shit, Gertuk. Fabian. I'd like to get Fabian 6-star. What's his name? Stock. Stock is actually pretty huge too. God, I got some numbers I gotta put up. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm completely gone away from like the Lanakis team. I think if I got like another Trunda, I could do a second team. Could I do a second team? I could do a second team. Oh shit. Okay. Damn. Y'all don't want me to get another Trunda. Uh-oh. That's what you do. No notification? I just started. Let me see. I could have sworn we did. Hold on. Unmentals per. Actually, I didn't. Wow. Stupid YouTube bot. That's weird. Actually, it actually didn't. Let me. I'll manually announce it. Everyone. I bought Boof. Live now. There we go. Da 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 da. Hey Jazz, what's up, man? What's up, Fohog? What's up, Goon? How you doing, man? I don't like this song. We just listened to that one. That's fine. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today when it comes to like I don't want to hear like older songs and stuff. It's weird. Lenakis is dead. Nishak hits with a relic. So the thing is that like I think I could still technically put together a second team. If you really think about it, like my most recent team, I did a ¿Cómo se dice? I did a I didn't use most of the old Lenakis team for my team, oddly enough. Right? Let me see. I put it in the Hydra channel for people that wanted to see it. The only one I would say that I took from would be Gerbtuck, but Gerbtuck is either easily replaceable. Well, he's not easily replaceable, but he is replaceable. Slash, I got a second one, so that's not really that big of a deal. To be honest with you, if I got another Trunda, I would build up a second team. No kidding. So I don't think I'm necessarily done with Trunda, the Trunda cheese with Lenakis. I think until I get to the point where I guess it really depends. No, because like even if I get Fino, that current team that I'm using is going to be the end all be all, right? So I think it's going to be. Yeah, it depends if I get like Trunda number 2. If I get Trunda number 2, then I would obviously do the Lenakis cheese for right now until I get like a duplicate. I think that would cook it for you, boy. Oh, I'm gonna have to reconnect my chatbot. My chatbot's actually down. Give me a second, boys. I didn't see that until just now. Hold on. Yep. Every now and then I have to do like a reset on the token for it. So I just gotta regenerate the token. Hold on. I gotta do both of them too, which is kind of annoying. I don't remember the other one. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, okay, cool. That's different. I had to do all this extra shit just to log it back in. It's so bad. Do 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 do. Try it now. You should be connected. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, we're connected. I forgot that I had to do some stuff on my computer, so I've been doing some like maintenance, quote unquote. So it's due for some things. I got you guys, baby. Yeah. Sorry, I had to reconnect the stuff after cleanup and whatnot. My bad. Sorry about that. Your channel says Dynasty Legends. Let me change up. Hold on. I actually did not change that. That's my fault. We might play some Dynasty today, but we'll see. Hold on. Yeah. We gotta talk about some stuff, man. I know there's a lot of the homies that kind of contributed towards like the Ascended Day. And I do know that it was a little bit how do you say it? It was kind of short notice. I wonder if you guys would be I was wondering if there's going to be if you guys would be interested in pushing it for the entire month, but instead we set a different goal, and we include what we have up here. Like it'll be a part of it. Because I want to do an Insane a day for you guys. I do. Since Playroom doesn't want my money, I bought Red One Pixels Mythic gear. No shot. No shot. Okay, let me use the key real quick. I was about to say, what the fuck is Dynasty Legends? It's a game that we're sponsored by for the month. We've been playing it a little bit. It's actually not bad. I actually have it on right now. I'll show you. Oh, that might have been one of you guys. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. I don't know when Rin Reset happens. Hello, go away. Hello, go away. Hello, go away. Thank you. But yeah, it's basically this game. I've been playing it on the side a little bit. I'm actually pretty close to... Here, let me show y'all. So, if you pay attention right here, I'm pretty close to like my 90 points. I keep hitting the wrong thing. My bad. But yeah, it's this game. It's actually pretty fun. It's not bad. It's not bad. If you like Dynasty Warriors, you'll like this game. I actually need to do dailies in this game too. Anyways. All right, let's see. I guess we get started, huh? Might as well go keep us moving a little bit. Yeah, why not? Right? Now my wing tank smacks. Got a Hollow Hill today? Timmy got a Hollow Hill today. Really? Ooh, that's... Ooh. Ooh. Yo, Timmy's already got a stacked account, bro. Fuck. You have to play it on PC? I believe so. Yeah, yeah. Most of this sponsorship is PC influenced. Let me double tap. Yeah, it's only PC users this round. A little bit late, but yeah, Niame really good and fun. You got Niame, dude? Oh my god. I kind of wanted to pull for her today. Actually, you wouldn't know who I want the most. Not even kidding you. What's today's? What's today's focus for champions? Today's Tuesday, right? They had, was it Rio? I think Rio or Tumesi is the ones I want personally. That's the one that makes me kind of a little spicy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Tumesi would mean +3 for me on my my pony. Rhea would be a new champ period, and to be honest, she would open up some stuff for me for like Chimera and other areas of the game, which would be really dope. I'm cruising down normal for now, since I got literally everything else done in hard. I'm waiting for free gear removal so I can run down all these stages, but I think for the most part, we've already cleared this rotation, if I remember correctly. So the likelihood of us being able to like really slam it is going to be pretty high. So in the meantime, I'm just burning my keys to finish up content here. So I'm aiming for Amius first, like I do for hard. So I normally like push towards keys, get those keys first, and then do Amius, then push into hard mode or Soul Cross, and then work my way down. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now for Soul Cross, even on normal. Which one is this one? Is that Scavik? Okay, Scavik is normal. Honestly, he can solo it, can he? Maybe? I recently pulled Lenothro. Nice. He's a decent ally attacker, in my opinion. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll be able to one-tap that. That's fine. I would want Odin or a Mons, but not really worth me pulling outside 2x. So this progressive one only has Odin in it. Armand. Oh yeah, Armand's is technically on the other one too as well. Yeah, you could. I already have Odin, and I haven't been using him a lot lately because of the way. What do you call it? The meta has kind of shifted a little bit away from like inconsistent decrease buff removal champions. You know what I mean? So like he doesn't get used as much. He's not bad though, still, but I would argue that like he's been less used on my account. Although I won't lie, I think today is Barbarians for Faction Wars, so like he's probably going to be a shining star there, I suppose. I'll probably get away with those. So yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you if you don't have an Odin and you want one. I don't blame you. That's fine. Got it from a random agent. It's not bad too. What's up, Sai? How you doing, man? What's this on? Boom, boom. I gotta go up that way. It doesn't really matter. Well, if I go there, I have to do an extra one over, so I'll just go straight. Yeah, it's fine. Lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You want to know something I gotta say about Faction Wars? What's the one with the weak hits one? Is it 17 or 18? That one could kiss my ass. Those are annoyingly difficult. And that's saying something considering that I got like an okay-ish tag like champion pull.
SoulSaint is the dankest.
Subbies.
Yeah, what's up, Ace?
Soulsa
Love. Yeah, welcome back to the Brotherhood. Welcome back to the family. Welcome back to tonight. Sorry, my arm hurts a little bit. You have to forgive me. How you been, Ace? Ace. I think my big issue with LA right now is I don't have as good a good speed threat. You think so, huh? I skipped Weak-Hit Barbarians after that. Really, I feel like Weak-Hit Barbarians is actually probably one of the more easier ones. I got Thor. I got Carl. I haven't thought anything else outside of those. We're going to do it today. We'll figure it out when we get to it, but one stage at a time, right? One stage at a time. All right, that's Cursed. Let's do Doom Tower. I feel like I missed a day here. I don't think I did, but I'm not sure. In the music, the moment you want it. Finally get Arbiter today, too, on the last part where you need 100 million score on CB 90 days into my account. I gotta remember, you're like... Your account's newish, huh? I was like, you just getting Arbiter? Like, wait a minute. I made Shadowkin weak hit only because of Yasuo A1. Well, I got through with what was Shadowkin's? I actually brute forced it with Toshi. But I did put Toshi in Affinity Breaker, and that actually made a difference. It got me through towards the end. And all I did was spot check with Harma. So, like, if there was, like, a bad target for Toshi, I would use Harma to prioritize that one, and then he would take care of the rest. And it worked. A little rough at first. I had to do a couple resets, but then it got where it needed to be. That's kind of annoying. Dude, Doris Magic, do you mean Odin? I thought I said Odin. I meant Odin. Yeah, Odin's the one that I would say I would use. I said Carl and Odin, right? Yeah, newish. If I did say I meant Odin. Odin's the champion we were talking about all day today so far. But who knows, man? I'm in a pretty good spot to maybe make some good progress in today's factions. What is it? Undead and How much did they say? Undead and Barb, right? So we should be okay. Should be keyword. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it. I'd say I feel pretty good about it. What would you guys say is y'all's biggest roadblock so far for Faction Wars? Like, which one has been like the most notably hardest? Let's say hardest. We could do both. Hardest and most unenjoyable trial. Mine's would easily be the weak hit one. That one's kind of annoying. I guess I did say faction, huh? I meant like trial, like restriction. Ogren. Ogren by far, really. Stage 14 for me, at least. Interesting. Ogren, 1,000% weakest hit. Weak hit, worse than Ogren Bombs. Ogren Bombs is only hard because I didn't have the champion pool. I barely had the champion pool, I guess maybe be the better turns. Sorry, I'm still waking up, boys, so you have to forgive me if I'm slur. I'm fucking up my words, dog. I can tell. My bad. Did it. So, Ogren. It's not even close, huh? Nobody else has anything to say about other ones, huh? Interesting. I mean, I really can't argue with you guys, because, like, honestly, I felt the same a little bit. Although, I'm fortunate enough to have Gizmac, man. So, it's obviously not fair, but what can you do? I don't want to build a team for this. I'm just going to use this. I don't think Yumiko has her gear. This is early stage too, right? I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, fuck. No, we're good. We're good. She does have gear on, Nani. Oh, I gotta break the keys anyways, right? Yeah. What am I gonna do? Honestly, with Faction Wars being the way it's been, bro, and how clutch it's been for me, I'm gonna do Affinity Breaker, bro. Actually. Okay, so Doom Tower is going. I'm good across the board for clan bosses, so we don't have to come back to this for now. Arena, I gotta do some TTA, so I'll probably knock that out. You are here. Ooh, Theo. Theo has impressed me, bro. When I tell you guys that Theodosa is a lot stronger than we've given her credit for, that girl is a demon, dog. High elves have been tough for you, really. I don't have much of an opinion. Haven't done much faction ward hard. Really? Okay. I wish I would have went for final on the Prism event. That's my biggest regret in raid for PvE. Yo, same. Hate to say it, yeah. AB train all aboard? Yeah, I did AB train. I did it for 2 so far. I did it for Androck in Bannerlords for that one, and then I also did it for Toshira for Shadowkin. And they both helped out. Honestly, Androck for Bannerlord was actually pretty clutch too. Because like there was a period every now and then where like I had to kind of like delay, and he was like mostly positive against the fight, and I did his weaken or his enfeeble against the wave. So like our damage in like especially the one where it's like you gotta just live towards the end, like no, don't let anybody die. His enfeeble was so god tier for that one. Like you know how Crixia locks you out. She doesn't do that whenever she has enfeeble on her, which is so freaking good. It's so good, dude. I skipped 17 over the weekend. I think I may skip it for now and come back when free gear is on. That's fair. AB crit rate, damage class most wanted now? Really? I can't say I blame you. Like today, while we're waiting for the trials to get in. Ooh. I'm a sucker for shorts. Yeah, I knew it. I think I have her ready to go. Let me pull her into the collection. Shoot. We need 3 more. 4 more? I can only do 2. Okay, so we're going to have the farms of potions. We're going to get her up and running. She's going to be used during the... I think the undead one this week is going to have... or today. I think it's the one where you got to do it. Let me see. Which one is it? 17 or 18? $17. So we're gonna do it today. We have it in the barrel to do. So I have Miss Annie that I'm gonna be pulling out. I think my squad's gonna be like Siffy, Necrit, Annie. I haven't thought that far after that. I think that core is gonna get me through the finish line though, for the most part. Yeah, we should be all right. Did they throw all the shards at me? I know I don't have that many shards, but like, damn, bro. Oh my god, I don't have space. I've been leveling up a lot of food lately, so maybe I should do that real quick. There we go. I've been trying to like passively farm, not get too overly aggressive with like farming up stuff in silver. It's hard, man. I dropped like 2K, and this is like a blessing and a curse for doing like fast teams when it comes to like dungeons and whatnot. I dropped 2K. And it wasn't even 20 minutes, I was already done. Bro. These people that talk about they farm like all day long and stuff like that, and they got those hyper farm teams, like, how, Sway? It's just all I'm going to say. How, Sway? Tell me. Teach me. Ayúdame. Maybe we'll grab that one soon, actually. Actually, you know what we can do now? Oh, so it isn't going to do your thing there. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, what's up, Arbon? How you doing, man? I just saw you. I glanced over your stuff. Vlad came and clutch on that block active debuff for me too. Vlad's the other one. Yeah, I was wondering who my other one was going to be. So Siffy, Necrit, Little Miss Annie, Vlad. I got to figure out who's going to be my 5th though. We can do that real quick. Let me see. I guess it really doesn't matter after that. I could throw in, like, this guy, Doomscreech. He does, like, a shield for himself, and then I think he does the increased turn meter, which allows us to push the envelope quite a bit. I'm basically going to rock an all-void team for the most part. I could also do Urost. I could. I kind of could, actually. Yeah, why not? I don't know. It's going to be those 4 for sure. Maybe I throw in Fabian or something like that, make it even easier. I've been looking at my Hydra team. How hard is it to move up from Brutal to Nightmare? Seems like a big jump. It depends on your progression. A lot of the times it's just more so, like, if your Brutal team is pretty solid and it's actually doing the job for, like, control and whatnot, it's the same thing. It's just higher speed requirements. That's literally all it is. That's literally all it is just, like, being able to do the exact same thing, just at higher speeds, higher accuracy, higher resistance, whatever. More often than not, a lot of people struggle with, like, being able to get as much damage output, and that's from, like, progression on your characters and whatnot too, you know? Yeah, what's up, Amatsu? Seducer? Huh? Factor what times? Chimera also seems like a massive jump between Brutal and Nightmare. I feel like Chimera is a little bit more demanding in terms of like stat values in general. So that one I can understand people struggling with a little bit, depending on where you're at progression wise. But even as like a more progressed, if you want to go there, even as a progressed account, my account is skirting by is the best way I could say. I'm skirting by right now with being able to do certain areas of content. Like, I'll be real, it's very lucky for me that I haven't had as much of an issue progressing on my account, but I'll be honest with you, it's gotten hard. It's gotten harder. Like, Faction Wars hard mode is hard. Chimera, doing the fight isn't necessarily difficult. It's doing the fight the way you would like to, and the aspect of, like, being able to hit, like, certain trials and whatnot. Like, for example, my first ever, this is the first week I've actually been able to successfully do the poison trial, and it took a little bit of elbow grease to get there, you know what I mean? So, it's not easy. It's not easy. I can understand people having a little bit of a difficulty being able to beat it completely. Yeah. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. I guess the best thing I could give you advice for is, like, whenever it comes to, like, progression, I know I say progression generalistically speaking, but what I mean by progression is, I'll give an example. So I kind of do, and Amacho, I hope you don't mind me kind of saying this a little bit. I kind of do some, like, every now and then I do, like, a quick, like, check-in with him, and we kind of, like, see where he's at on his account and whatnot. And a lot of times me and his conversation goes like this. I'm working on my faction, my Great Hall, right? I'm thinking I do this, and then I throw in like a statement that goes, okay, it depends. Like, there's no wrong answer per se, but it depends on where you're prioritizing your focus at, right? So what is the focus, right? And I know that sounds like super like dismissive in a sense, but it's actually very, very important to be able to identify that, right? So if your focus is I want to do good in Hydra, well, here's the questions we got to ask yourself. From what you have been able to try to do, are you able to hold control? Maybe you're not doing crazy amounts of damage, but are you able to control? If the answer is no, then maybe with the champions you're trying to control with, it may be wise to consider putting benefits into those areas that would help amplify them to be able to do it. Maybe you're having issues with accuracy checks, right? So doing your affinity bonuses in accuracy to help support those specific champions. Like maybe you're using Ugo as your block buff champion. Okay, Ugo is blue. Is your accuracy check there? Good. Okay. How about on area bonuses? How's your Hydra looking for accuracy? Okay, it's not done. Maybe add some more there. Okay, what if she's just not tanky enough to survive? Well, now you're looking at like defense and HP on the table for Magic, right? And then the same thing is also true on the flip side of that. Maybe you do have control, but your damage is lackluster, okay? Who are your damage dealers? Okay, you got Toshiro, for example, or I'm just using this just as for example context, or what's another one? Maybe you got Yasu since I see Goon here. Okay, is your crit damage and your attack done for Iyasu in Void? No, maybe add some more there. Maybe Toshiro is able to hit the accuracy checks, but it's a bit stressful. Maybe you don't have accuracy done over there. Okay, maybe add there. Or like, okay, I got the accuracy checks down, but my damage is still lackluster. Get crit damage, attack, HP done. That's what I mean by like how you can kind of position or like weave your progression into complementing or supplementing your account. And towards like the middle point like of my account, it went from just kind of generalistically doing, you know, I was just doing columns and rows and whatnot. It went from that to like, okay, now where's my account strong at? What do I use a lot? Okay, I'm noticing I'm using a lot of Mishinaki at the time. So I went this. This was already done, so I went this into this, right? So it gave me crit damage, which helped out all my Magic champions, and then more importantly, defense for Mishinaki specifically. And then it got to a point where I got like pretty decent champion pool. My PvE progression was doing pretty good. But then like on the PvP side, I felt like I wasn't hitting as hard. And, you know, at the time, the only thing that I had the new bread and butter with was a Void champion, which was Nutcracker, Georgie. So Georgie, I was like, okay, well, then I went crit damage and then attack percent. And then that gave me a lot of value there, you know what I mean? And it really did. So like you start kind of pivoting your focuses towards those key areas that would help out your champion pool. And the best way to do this, if you ever want an idea of how to like really position yourself to understand it, list out all your champions that you use for each of those modes, whether it's Chimera or Hydra, since we're talking about those two. And then I want you to separate them into groups and do it by affinity. And whichever one has the higher total should be the one that you give more focus towards in terms of like faction, your Grey Hall, as an example. And what that does is it bolsters up majority of your team. And as you finish like translating through each one of them, it gives a lot of value for you to be able to maybe complement your builds or redesign your builds now that you have like, maybe you were leaning more accuracy based. I mean, you had to use like an accuracy chest to hit accuracy checks. And with getting those bonuses now, you don't need that chest piece to be accuracy. You can now do maybe that primary stat that's for that nuker, like, you know, attack or HP based or whatever it is, you know, and that right there kind of makes it so that your damage is no longer lacking. It's now back up to a part where it needs to be and you're more balanced out. Little shit like that kind of really does paint a big picture for players in general. I forgot to do this before. To be honest with you, I'm kind of glad I didn't, though, because I don't have a lot of resources that I want to devote to it right now. I'm chilling. But that's little tips that I would give people. Like, I know it sounds like, no duh, but like a lot of times you gotta get yourself back to the basics. Like, how do I improve? How can I improve a build? And a lot of that comes from just like multiple areas of progression. It's champion pool, it's gear pool, it's blessings, it's bonuses. All that's like anywhere that you can min-max stats is where you kind of need to hit. And sometimes you can only do a little bit in each area, but like 1.2 or like, you know, instead of getting 100%, getting 20% here, 20% here, 20% here, and 20% here gives you what you need, you know? And I don't diminish the 20% because they add up over the course of the big picture, you know? I don't know. I'm kind of yapping, but you kind of get the idea. Hopefully. That's it. That's my yap. Just want you guys to be aware of it. That's all. There's like a lot of different ways you can approach getting your account a little bit more optimized, you know, and it's an ever growing experience. Yo, what's up, Ursa? How you doing, man? What's up, Sai? Well, Sai is already here. He's been here for a minute. What's up, Hot? I'm over here preaching to the boys. You know what I'm saying? I got freaking wanded. Okay. I'm listening to the wisdom. It's one of many different ways you can kind of approach the game. Obviously, you do what you want, but that's what I started noticing over time was like kind of a big difference for me. It's like, okay, this is tried and true. And a lot of times people think there's like a trick or a tip or something like that helps you get through it. A lot of times, one of the biggest things that I notice people like to, if they can avoid having to progress their accounts. I don't know why, but I notice it a lot more. Not everybody, but some people. They'll avoid it. But then sometimes you're gonna get matched with that harsh reality. It's like, yeah, you're missing here. You need to, you know what I mean? You need to focus this. Like, for example, from my account, I'm getting to the point now. Shit, I'm struggling across the board. Fuck. I personally feel like gear-wise, I'm doing okay-ish, but I still got room to grow. I think champion pool has gotten tremendously better, but I would still like some key champions that would be pretty impactful. I'm kind of down to like small single-digit numbers. The other stuff would be more vanity or quality of life. But for the most part, I think like a small handful, like 5-ish or something like that, you know, would be enough. Sort of, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, roughly. I'm trying to think that, see if that's like actual, you know, W there. Yeah, I'd say so. I think right now my biggest detriment is that I need blessings. Definitely need blessings, actually. I'm getting cooked here. Fuck. Yeah, I wonder what if I were to do a self-evaluation. Let me see. I think right now my biggest issue is that I'm been lopsided towards not getting blessings for a minute now. And even then, that's not bad. So I've gotten a lot of champions recently. Over time. Yeah, I would say where I'm most deficient at right now is probably like blessings from a mythics, which means I got to invest towards like soulstones more. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where I'm at. However, I think it's gonna go that into like champ people, and what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to get all the champions, like in terms of like mythics that I want right now. Get those locked under the belt, and then just go heavy on soulstones for a little bit. And then after that, it would probably be energy for gear farm. Stuff like that. All you bozos put in full TTA fodder so we can find coalition requests easier. Oh, you're lucky I did that for you. Yeah, I just threw in all my epics real quick. So anyway, just let me bring this up real quick. Not getting blessings, and he has a ton of 6 to 5-star blessings is cracking. No. I mean, like, in terms of, like, where I'm at, I got champions. I've gotten booked for said champions, finally. What does that look like now for me in terms of, like, where I can progress my account more? Do I need more champions? The answer is sort of yes. There are a couple champions I still want to get my hands on. But then it goes back to, like, even with what I have right now, like, Theodosia's game changer. She's actually really, really strong. Siegfried's still dope. Nais is still dope. And if you look at it, like, for example, right there, just using those champions of mine, Nais only has 1 star. Theo has no stars. Siegfried still only has 4 stars, which that one's not as bad, but, like, obviously we want 5 and 6. More so 6, but, you know, that little stuff right there, it pays off, and that's kind of where, like, the only way you're going to be able to get that right now is currently by doing soulstone pulls. So that's what I mean by self-evaluation in terms of, like, figuring out where I'm at. Gover! I think I forgot to respond to you, and I feel bad. Did you submit a form? Because if you did, I could take a look and I could tell you whether or not I could do it. Because I don't know if you got anything else, I don't know if you gotten anything else new since I last been on your account. It's been a minute since I've been on your account, to be honest. So I don't know if anything else has changed, you know? I'm at workout right now. I can do what I can. Okay. I mean, the only other way I can do it is if I jump on your account, which I can do after I get done with some dailies, if you don't mind. But I'm down to. I'm down to. It's not that I'm not willing to. It's just more of a matter of, like, can the account do it? So, depending on if you got stuff, I could probably do it. Just to give you a heads up. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to. You have to forgive me on that. I think this weekend I was busy this weekend, man. Unfortunately. We did a little bit of stuff. You know, grandmother came back to town and all that stuff too, so. All right, here we go. And this is the heavy metal little bum, 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 bum. Let me check and see if I got my gear on these guys. I don't think I do. I sure don't. I need to save those presets too, in case I ever need them. Where's Theodore? I used Theodore this week for Chimera. I don't know if I saved it though. I didn't. I'm glad I did, though. There we go. We should be back in tip-top shape. Little weapon, we're calling you. No worries, we had power issues all weekend. Just haven't had time to hunker down and do it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, just, I tell you what, do you have 2FA on? I could jump on your account real quick and see if maybe we can get that taken care of for you real fast. Well, not taken care of, but I like, if you're okay with it, I can log in after I get done with my stuff, but we can go and get the access to the account figured out. This also gives me a chance to restart my client, too, because I didn't restart it since last night. I vote for Armand. I got Harma. Harma's pretty good. Yeah, is your credentials the same? Gover? Wait, I still have access to your account. No, I can log in. Never mind. I still have it saved somehow. Let's go. Yeah, if you want, what I could do is after I get done with my dailies, I could just, I'll jump on and see if we could do it. If we can, I'll let you know. I just want to make sure I have access to it so I can jump on whenever I get done with everything. Because I got to do my dailies. I got to do Faction Wars. I was going to farm some more Live Arena this week. This week, I'm going to try to put a little bit more of a dent into it. I'm also going to be helping out Amatsu, I think, today with Live Arena. So I'll be jumping on his account for a little bit as well. Hopefully, we have the champions geared up where we need him to be. And we'll slam. I don't know why my back hurts a little bit. Heartside Hopper's been acting a little weird lately. I don't know if you guys have been feeling the same. It works, but it's like it's been kind of a little choppy. Choppy is the keyword. Okay, let's see where we're at for dailies. Let me. My Dynasty Legend run was short-lived. It was a mini screen and wouldn't let me make it bigger. You can fix that by going to the settings, brother. This is my full screen. That's how you fix that. You could also press Alt and Enter. You can't do it during the tutorial, which is kind of annoying. The first part of the tutorial is kind of boof. That's it. Between 5 and 7, I'll be in dad mode and won't be able to watch. That's fine. I can't get to settings. Yeah, because you're still in the tutorial. The tutorial for the game is actually, unfortunately, it's stupidly long. Well, I don't say long, stupidly long, but it's a lot more longer than normal. Most games aren't that long what it takes to get to it. Yeah, you just got to progress a little bit more. Fuck. Yeah, it took a little bit. We all had a similar experience where we had to like wait, and it was kind of annoying. But once you get past like that, I forgot exactly when, but it's you just gotta push it a little bit longer. That's all. One of these new champs, huh? That's my point. Yeah, but if you do the alt enter, that'll fix that for you for the interim. And so you can set it up to be like that permanently. I had to do that at first myself. I think it's alt enter, right? Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing as raid. Just press alt enter and then hold alt and then press enter, and it'll switch between like windowed mode and what do you call it, full screen. Dynasty Legends 2. I don't know how long it's been out, to be honest with you, to say whether or not it's just not fully optimized. I don't know if the PC port is fairly new. The PC port might be fairly new. I can't speak towards the other side of it, though, if the game's been out for like I don't know so long. Let's look, actually. December 8th, 2024. So it's fairly new. It's like half a year old now. And I don't know about the, what is it, Taihe? I think it's how you say the name. The Thai Interactive Limited, the company that made the game. I don't know how long they've been in the game too. But I figured it was a fairly new game, considering like they still got stuff they got to tweak and like work on and whatnot. Regardless, you do you, brother. All I did was provide solutions, you know. There's the well. Drink if you want. Shoot, I forgot. She might not be geared up either. She's definitely not, actually. That's fine, though. I'm not gonna gear up at the moment. I'm gonna try to get my dailies done so I can jump over to Faction War grind. Faction Wars, I'm gonna be moving some gear around, so I hope 5 mil's enough, man. Because God knows I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to farm up like extra silver right now to do it. I'm trying to be frugal with my resources. Although we are in CVC, so that could be a nice little way to grab some points. Even though I think we're just trying to coast right now. We're not trying to go too hard on this non-PR event. It's not really worthwhile, to be honest. Yeah, what's okay, Ticker? How you doing, man? I'm chilling. I am dropping frames at the moment. Yeah. No, it's definitely me. I noticed I was having problems last night, too. Yeah, I am actually dropping a little bit. It's not down, but like I am dropping a little bit of frames. It's not bad outside, though. I may need to restart my network. If it continues for the next couple minutes, what I'll do is I'll restart my stuff real quick. I kind of need to do it anyways. Cool. It's pretty choppy. Okay. Storms rolling through? I would hope not. Well, there was... Hold on, let me see. No, we're not expecting bad weather until Thursday. Dude, the thunderstorms have been, like, heavy the last month. I don't know why, but it's like, abnormal. I'll tell you what, I'll be right back, boys. I'm actually going to go ahead and just preemptively restart this, because I don't want to have any problems. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back, boys.